Sometimes when you want to tell your fellow Nigerians, some, not all, you want to tell them the truth, they always argue the truth with you. I don't know why some of our Nigerians, they don't like to hear the truth. They don't like truth. They don't just like truth. I don't really know the reason why. That's why when it comes to our naira that we are using today, the reason why that naira is down today, my people, is what we will be talking about today. It's high time we learn so that we can join hands together to move that nation again. Because honestly, what is really happening right now, guys, trust me, when it comes to the whole West Africa, where we is now, my people, we are there still claiming, some of us or some of the citizens, not all, we are still there claiming Giant of Africa, Giant of Africa. So guys, it's what we will be watching right now. So let's my adorable people. As for me, trust me, I am doing good, my people. Okay, my adorable people. So my guys, let me appreciate you all. Trust me, all my supporters, viewers, lovers, subscribers in there. I am not taking any of you for granted, guys, because guys, do you know why? Without you guys, I don't think there will be my channel. Okay, my people, what I do in my channel, guys, I always deliberate of Nigeria and Ghana issue, my people, for good reason, for amazing reason, not for bad. Okay, my adorable people, thank you guys for always pass by to watch my video. In today's video, guys, I will be telling you guys the reason why our naira doesn't have value anymore. Okay, my people, because do you know why? Nigeria, when you try to tell them the truth, they will be there telling you population giant. We are not talking about giant right now, guys. We are not talking about population right now, because when it comes to population, trust me, we are the cause. Because when we secure our border, we work, that is, we really work right the way people are working. Trust me, the population will reduce. Since we are complaining our population is too much, our population is more than the whole world, etc., it's high time we lock our border. So that is those that is coming from for good reason, those that have all the needful documents that will make them to enter the country. So guys, you do it like that. You should stop complaining population is too much, we are bigger. Are we bigger than America? No, we are not bigger than America, my people. Okay, my adorable people, there is a video I will be dropping along this broadcast, guys. Try and listen very careful. Okay, listen attentively so that you can understand the reason why our naira for Jakarta. Okay, my people, if you watch other countries, they still have coins in their country. They are still using coins. Even when I discovered Ghanaians still use coins in their country, I was like, using coins in Africa. And I try to further up, I find out that other Africa country, neighboring country, they are still using coin, except our own giant of Africa that is not using coins. Let's just put it this way: Africa country that we, Western world that we are living today, they have one coins, one cent. If you are looking for 1 cent, they have it in this country. All over Europe, they are still using coin. Talk less of Africa. We decided to take our currency to I don't know. Now you guys are complaining our economic is this, our this is that. It's you guys' fault now. Because you guys always like it big. Big. You guys want to carry first. You guys want to be there, but you guys don't work. That is it. You guys don't use your own calculation to say, oh, in the next 5 years, how is it going to look like? You guys don't care about it. What you guys think care about is big, so that you guys can be keeping the bonds, so that it will not be enough. Then you guys, it will not too much. Maybe the highest currency 20 naira. When you had 10 million, you guys will know it's full house, okay, full room. But because of you guys' thinkness, then you decided to take it to 1,000 naira. So why you guys not complaining now? We are inside, we are no need together now. So you guys should stop complaining of economic this, naira that, my people. So guys, I will be dropping the video where a good Nigeria, I never knew we have this kind of, that's why I always say it in my previous video, that it's not about Nigerians. We have good ones, we have intelligent ones, guys. Just that the bad one that we have is more than the good ones. That's why the good ones, they always mind their business, my people. You know when you talk before you know now. Hey. Okay, my adorable people. So guys, so try and watch this video to the end. Whatsoever you think, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Trust me, I will get back to you. Okay, so try and watch to the end and see how our economic, our naira, everything went wrong. Okay, my people. So guys, please, my lovers, stay away from trouble. Okay, social distance, very important. Okay, my people. So I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye bye.
The tragedy of Nigeria began in 1986 when we did the structural adjustment program. When we were persuaded to devalue our currency every week for 32 years. When I went to school, and many of you are here, the naira was $1.50. The naira was almost £1 sterling. They came here, persuaded some brilliant men from Harvard and the World Bank that weekly devaluation was wonderful. 32 years of devaluing your currency until we hit 527. And they were still telling us that the naira was still overvalued. That brought poverty, misery upon us. Then interest rates went to 30%. So nobody could build a factory, start a farm, produce anything, or create jobs. Because every time you bring in a shipload of rice, you also bring in a shipload of unemployment. Because you are transferring your wealth to sustain other economies. Somehow, Nigerians didn't notice it. So we became a nation of importers. Toothpicks. Each year it cost us $18 million. Importing toothpicks. Tomato paste, $400 million. So you talked about tomatoes now. One basket in town now is less than 2,000 naira. The farmers are losing money because the processors don't have enough funds to set up factories. They are going to do tomato paste. It's food-grade stainless steel. You can't just use anything because you'll be putting poison in people's stomachs. 2 factories have started off. I believe by the middle of next year, we can comfortably tell importers of tomato paste to stop. But when you do, you make enemies. Even the rice we're trying to reduce. We have enemies, heavy enemies. People who can kill if they have a chance. Because you're spoiling their business. And let nobody take it lightly. These guys have seized this country's economy. They've taken us hostage. And they have no intention of giving up. Because this is a huge market, a very sweet market. And they have taken control. And I'm saying it because I have been in this business for 41 years and I can tell you some history. Abdoulaye Adamu is here. Import milk, sugar, toothpicks, toothpaste, handkerchiefs, pencils. We don't make. To cure Nigerians of that malady will take a while. It will take a strong government. That's the truth. And they are not happy that we're cutting down. When we cut down, they lose money there. So you see all sorts of publications. We're telling lies. We're not growing rice. We're trying to demoralize the local farmers and make sure that the economy fails. That's the story of imports.